All right. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. JP Costa. I'm coming to you all live from Cape Town, South Africa. If you're calling from one of the other countries, so just a little bit about myself. I'll obviously share a little bit more detail a little bit later. So this is one of our what we like to call our Thursday evening opportunity meetings, where we have different groups sharing a little bit about the product, and also some of the leaders in those groups sharing why they're part of Manatech, why they made the decision to obviously join Manatech. And obviously, hopefully, if you're on the call this evening, we'd obviously love for you to be part of this amazing journey, this amazing mission that we're on. And just a little bit about Manatech, and I'm going to cover a little bit more details about it later. But I think for me, one of the main things about Manatech and why it's so prevalent in these times is because 96% of people lying awake at night are worrying about two things. They're worrying about their health and they're worrying about their finances. And I really feel for me, Manatech really covers both those avenues. We've got an incredible product technology. You'll hear a little bit more about it later. And you've also got an incredible business opportunity where people are able to build a part-time income, residual income on a part-time basis, which can either become a full-time income if they put time and effort into it, or it can just be something just on the side where it might help covering some bills or pay for the kids' education, or maybe towards putting towards their retirement one day. And I think for me, that's something that's so exciting about this, is that it's something that really has something for everything. It's the company that has it all. We've got an amazing product technology. We've got an amazing opportunity where, we're able to, allow people to start their own businesses, be able to earn an income working from home. But more importantly than that, it's also something where it's very, very mission-based. We've got a massive mission to help kids all over the world that suffer from malnutrition. And so Manatech is very much a mission-based company, and we are just, we haven't even scratched the scratch of the scratch of the scratch, if you can call it that. We've got so many more people's lives to touch, and hopefully, if you're on the call this evening for the very first time, I really hope that there might be something in it that that you see that this is something that you could probably take to the next level, or maybe something you want to get involved with as a customer, or hopefully as a business builder as well. So with no further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with a quick video, which is going to take about just a few minutes. It's going to give you a brief introduction, a little bit more about the company, and it's also going to allow us just to for some people that are hopping on, just to give them some time to get on as well. So if you just bear with me, this should work. So I'm just going to do a quick screen share, and so let's see if it works. It should work. So I'm going to start the video now, and there we go.
This story is about you, who you are, and who you want to be.
To do something more. You can transform your life with Manatech for the things you want
and for the things you need. Sharing products you can feel confident in.
Products that fuel your passions
and fit into your life.
It starts with a promise. To help, to give, to change. We are surrounded by advertisements for weight loss and the importance of healthcare. Gym memberships are up. Fitness tips and diet ideas are frequent topics of conversation.
The vast majority of people are not making healthy choices.
The foods we eat do not contain the nutrients we think they do.
And many supplements that claim to make a difference are actually created by marketers and ad agencies, not by proven science.
So what is the truth? Is society healthier? Are we better off? Are you?
You deserve better. If you want to live a healthier, more meaningful life,
Manatech is here to help you make good on your promise to change.
Manatech is committed to enabling people to enjoy a transformative wellness experience.
When you have health, you have hope.
I know Amber Toast changed my life. No denying it.
I love the products. I've been taking them since I was a kid. All my teachers noticed, my parents noticed.
If you want to look after the future of your well-being, results matter. Manatech gets the results.
How? By nourishing your cells.
There are trillions of cells in your body, and they communicate with one another.
These cells know when they need nourishment, protection, repair, and even destruction.
When cells don't have proper nutrition, they don't communicate well.
But with the right kind of nourishment, your body can do amazing things. This specific nourishment is called glyconutrition.
Manitech is the pioneer and patent holder for this groundbreaking technology, and it's revolutionizing nutrition, immune health, weight loss, skincare, and more. Our products make a real difference.
With the product, it's amazing.
It was like, okay,
wellness completely turned around, and I got very, very excited about something that I could actually do what they said it would do.
When you share Manitech with the people closest to you, you're doing so with great trust in us.
We take that trust seriously. We've developed products using the most natural plant-sourced ingredients that have been scientifically proven to improve your body's performance.
In fact, we've been issued more than 100 patents in major global markets. We have been developing products for over 20 years that have helped millions live better lives, all with a 180-day money-back guarantee. Our promise to you is that Manitech's GlycoNutrition products provide an unprecedented level of natural wellness. At Manitech, we believe it's you that helps make us who we are.
It's with you in mind that we relentlessly pursue groundbreaking technologies like GlycoNutrition. And the reason we're so committed to delivering products of the highest standard of quality,
supported by real-world scientific validation, including 12 human clinical studies
and 17 peer-reviewed published studies.
Improving your life can be hard, but it's possible.
If you begin with a promise to those you love,
and a promise to yourself.
Let's get started transforming your life today. Together, anything is possible.
At Manitech, we understand the concern for your financial well-being and for those most important in your life. So we've created an opportunity that allows you to make an actual difference in the lives of your family, friends, and community.
We've helped tens of thousands of people create a financial change in their lives. In fact, we've helped over 200 people earn at least $1 million.
And have paid out nearly $2 billion to people just like you. We've been in business for over 20 years and operate in 25 countries. And we know that when you choose Manitech, you're choosing us as your partner.
We're excited about that. Together, we can transform lives.
Helping others look and feel their best is easy and comes with life-changing rewards. Rewards that make a difference.
Like helping with bills.
Or with daily needs.
Or to just be there when it matters.
You decide how much you want to work and when you're ready to play. You decide when the time is right.
And who is right. Social media makes the world your customer without ever learning another language.
Manitech's simple-to-follow success plan gives you the confidence you need so you don't have to worry about the small stuff.
Shipping, inventory, and marketing are all taken care of because this story is about you.
And you're the author. Manitech gives you the opportunity to live your life exactly how you imagine.
An opportunity you can be passionate about.
Where freedom and time are yours. Are you ready to write your story?
All right, awesome. Just a quick video. It's obviously a small introduction, to what we do. It's obviously very, very difficult to be able to explain the entire business model, the entire company, the product, in a very, very short session. But I think that's the amazing thing about this. There's really tools out there that are really there to help you, when you're building your business, when you're wanting to go out there and share with other people. And something that's just very important to bear in mind is that, 90% of the people involved with Manitech are actually customers of the product. Most people are involved in this because of what the product does for other people, So with no further ado, I'm going to ask an executive director, Tasha and Zanray Ubad, to share just briefly, quickly why they're involved, why they're excited about it, a little bit about a background of themselves. Tasha, I'm going to make you I'm going to pin your video now, and then it's all over to you.
Hi, JP, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, perfect, man. Okay, first up, JP, thanks a lot for being on the platform here tonight. I appreciate that, and as well, Peter in Wellington. Thanks a lot for that, man. Yeah, so quick one. I've heard about Manitech I would say about 13 years ago. I've actually met JP here in Wellington. And yeah, I was quite young by that stage, and I wasn't really interested in the Manatech business or the products by that stage. But eventually, 13, 14 years later, just to start off, I'm in the property business in Wellington. I've got a Rawson franchise, so I'm in the property business for about 13 years now. And while we were in the lockdown last year, this time actually, I said to my wife, listen here, I know a friend of mine, Peter Lowe. I know what is he doing. I know in which business he is in. I'm going to give him a call, and let's see what's Manatech really about, what's the products about, what's the business about, and let's take it from there. So that's where our journey started. Obviously, in terms of financial side, we were looking obviously to build another income stream. That was very important for me. So from a business side, I was quite interested. From the product side, my wife, which is obviously a nurse, she was quite interested more in that side. So it was quite a good combination. So eventually we started with it. And we had about 3-4 months while we were in lockdown, hard lockdown. We worked really hard. And that's where we start our business. As you go along, you learn stuff, you learn about the products, you learn about the online shop, you learn about everything. And obviously with help of JP and Peter and everybody, you basically coach yourself, you basically train yourself to be better. What I like about Manatech is the product itself. This is a scientific company, so it's nothing that it's not you basically the product sells itself. You've got your track record in terms of the science company behind that. You've got the company itself is very good. So for me and Zanre, we decided we're going to give it a go. It's a legit company. We love the products. Our kids are on the products now for more than a year about. I've been on the products for more than a year, and we're doing really good. So from my side, if in terms of where you are in your business, I mean, my priority is property, but I also love the business of Manatech. So I try to, when I'm less busy at the property business, I tend to give more time to Manatech as well. And me and my wife are working together with Peter. And so whenever there's a question, you always got somebody that you can actually lean on. So listen here, JP or Peter, what must I do here? And by later stage, you will in a way be, so trained that you know what to do, when to do, and you're never alone. What's nice about this company, you're never alone. You always got people around you to help you. So from my side, in terms of company wise, it's a really good company. The product is very good. And it's basically, you got to decide what your needs are. You got to decide where you want to be, how many time you got to do the business, and try to, you need to do that, make the choice yourself. So in the end of that, it's a really, for myself, the company is 27 years old. It's a legit company. You're not involved in a scam, MTR trading or whatever. This is a real company. And what's also nice for me, we've been involved a year now, more than a year. What I tend to see is that when you get people that's on the products, they sometimes after 3-4 months decide not to go on the products anymore. And then eventually after 6 months, they find you, say, listen, I need the products again. So that's quite nice for me. And and for me as a marketer in property, wherever I go, doesn't matter. I'm actually having a braai with friends. You market all the time. So doesn't matter if you're in your business, if you're a church, if you're on an airplane or wherever, you market your business, you market your products, and the system is there. What is nice about Manatech, the system is there. You can plug in, and it's your choice. Where do you want to be? And that's it. JPR, thanks a lot. I mean, we are learning as we go on. We're learning a lot. And this is not the rich, quick scheme we can, this is hard work, but if you believe in the products, you believe in the business, you believe in your mentors, you can go anywhere, you can go places.
Awesome. Thanks, Tasha. Thanks so much for sharing. I appreciate that. And that's definitely a very good point there. I think, definitely what ends up happening is when people, when people go off the product, they realize how good the product was, because it definitely does make such a big difference for other people out there. So
absolutely.
Well, thanks, Tasha. I'm gonna, you can stop your video and then I'll ask the next speaker to share. But thank you very much for sharing. Really appreciate that. So next up, what I'm gonna ask to share is gonna be Gerald. I've known Gerald for a very long time, since in fact I was at school. Gerald was my physiotherapist at school and at university, so I've known him for ages. Gerald's an executive director, and so Gerald, I'm going to ask you to just share for 2 to 4 minutes quickly, a little bit about yourself, how you got involved, why you're excited about the product, and obviously the opportunity as well. So I'm going to just quickly add your pin. Sorry, I've added Tasha's pin. Let me just take that off quickly. Gerald, just give me 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. So Gerald, all over to you. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, JP. Hi, everybody that's on the call tonight. You can hear me, yeah?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thanks. So my name is Gerald Miller. As JP said, I'm a physiotherapist, and I've known JP for a long time. And I was there when JP was presented with the opportunity. He shared the opportunity with us. At that stage, he was a student. And I think a lot of people, doubted the legitimacy of the company and the business, and I think fortunate for me, I was able to see JP continue in this business and continue to grow in his skills and as a business owner. And I think witnessing that, it took a lot of the fears that maybe I had about the business and the opportunity, it dealt with that for me, and I think, like many people that you'll share the opportunity with, the timing might not be right, not because of anything that you're doing wrong, but it's often where the person is at, the person that's hearing the message that you're sharing. And I think if I look back now, I think I wish I had started sooner, because not only are the products very good, the system is very good. The system trains you and equips you for this business. It actually equips you and trains you for your own personal growth, and you can take the skills that you learn from this business and put it into your primary business and actually become more and more skilled at that. I think I'm fortunate that I get to see much more closely the effects that and the benefits that the supplements have on people, because I do recommend it confidently to my patients and my clients. And this is a product that I would, I'm happy to stick my neck out for, as it were. I'm not afraid that this product is going to let any of my clients down. With all the scientific research that there is behind it, and the money back guarantees and everything, this company has done more than its fair share to make this company and this product great. I think some of the things that the reasons why I wanted to get involved with is, obviously we need an alternative income stream, and I sell time, and that's the one thing that I do want at the end of the day, is to be able to not have to sell time at the way inflation is going. I just can't sell enough of it, and having a sideline business like this really gives me an opportunity to have more time for my family, which is really important to me. And like JP said, something which is really important for me in my line of work is just to be able to bless other people. And what this company does for malnourished children out there is just incredible. I've just recently relocated to a different city as well, and it's been great to be able to take this business with me. As JP says, you take it with you, you open it up wherever you are, and you just continue. And it's nothing like my practice. My practice, I'm having to start again and look for clients and customers again, but that's not the case with this business. I'm able to just continue. And then lastly, I just wanted to say that, being involved in this business I've been able to meet some incredible people. I must thank my upline, which is Gabby and JP. They've been an incredible support. And, then meeting people like Tertius and Peter and the rest of the people on JP's team. It's just been so encouraging. Seeing them succeed, it encourages me to keep going and to keep building. And it's just been a great experience so far. Plus, you get to be on team with people like Dr. Stradom and Dr. Nugent as well, who just are a wealth of knowledge, and that you get to benefit off all of that. So that's a little bit about me. Thank you, JP.
Awesome, Gerald. Thanks for sharing, man. It is amazing what Gerald was sharing. He was there when I was literally getting involved with Manatech like 12, 13 years ago. And obviously saw how everything, how it all happened, because obviously the friends that got me involved, we were all together, at playing rugby at GCT, and that's how it all started, So as they say, never underestimate the day of small beginnings. I never thought, I'd be doing this, 12 years later. I thought I was just going to be doing this to earn an extra stream of income as some pocket money as a student, and here we are 12 years later, doing presentations, and sharing with people and still doing the same thing, so it's super exciting. So thanks so much, Gerald. And next up, I'm going to ask Peter. I'm not sure if it's Peter and Solani that are going to share, but Peter Lowe. Okay, it's going to be both of them. Okay, awesome. It's going to be both of them that are going to be sharing. Peter and Solani Lowe, Gold Executive Directors, and I'm going to ask them to just share a little bit about, why they're building the business. We're going to have someone share the product a little bit later, so it's just for 2 to 3, 4, 5 minutes, just a little bit about why you're excited about it, and over to you guys. Excited to have you guys on the call.
Hello, JP. Thanks so much. It's awesome to be on your call and a huge privilege. When you shared the product with Peter, I think it was now almost 10 years ago. It was an amazing experience for us when we put in that DVD of Dr. Marvin. And I sat there, I wasn't really interested in a new lifestyle or a new product or anything. I hardly used any vitamins and minerals at that stage. But when I saw that DVD that explained everything about glyconutrients, I was completely sold. I actually had like a jaw-dropping experience. It was just insane. And it opened up the complete new world to me in the sense of wellness and organic living and just the overall wellness approach to life. And I remember in those years, 10 years ago, it was still, relatively new, the concept of organic and natural health. We were just used to going to the pharmacy and getting our products from there or just buying it from Clicks. But when you actually start to learn all the knowledge from the scientists and the doctors that you actually get to know personally on this journey, then you sort of start to think twice about your life and your health and the wellness of your kids and the people around you that you love. And then you start thinking about, what do you want to take for granted? Is it actually a lot to pay 500 Rand for a product, or is 500 Rand rather going to go on my nails or hair? And that's when we started making different decisions in our lives, is what are we going to value and what are we going to put first in our life? So I actually love the journey that we are on. It's 10 years later and we're still going strong, where we have an integrative approach to health. I've just seen the magnificent results with so many people, so many customers, but in our own family. I can't go a day without product. If I go without it, I know it immediately. I actually on Monday over the weekend, I was a bit lazy and I forgot to take my OSP packets. And Monday I told Peter, I just had no energy and I just didn't feel good the whole day. I had a very, very bad day. And I just took almost 3 sachets for that day, for the Monday. And on Tuesday, I could just continue as normal. The same with our kids. There's, at the moment, there's seasonal things going on and all the kids are getting sick. And I actually had a chat with our little son's teacher today, and she said, how is he doing? Because I'm keeping him out of school now. He had a little bit of a cough. And she said, is he also on antibiotics? And is he also on this and that? I said, no, he was on a little bit of a cough medication, nothing serious. And I just pumped him with Nutravirus, which is, by the way, one of my favorite products for kids and for our family. And he is so much better. It just takes a little bit longer, but I'm so blessed with this product, and I feel so confident to share it with any other person, any other mothers that ask me, because I know the safety is guaranteed. I can have confidence in the company. We've met the scientists personally, as I said earlier. We've seen the lab, so we are sold out completely, even still 10 years later. We've seen many things come and go. And yes, there are other things that is good, but this is just better. So that is my story. Peter will share a little bit more about the business side for us. Thanks.
Thanks, JP. Thank you, Silani, for this awesome testimony. Yeah, James, thanks for sharing this with us. Thanks for the whole road of the past 10 years. So, guys, I'm going to be very quick. It's very simple for me. I was an ex-professional rugby player with the Stormers, Western Province. I shouldn't say that too loud, but anyway. And I knew nothing about network marketing. I didn't understand network marketing. I never knew about proper wellness. I mean, I was just dumb when it comes to those kind of things. And then JP just shared this DVD with me, shared this products. I started, okay, let me try the products. I mean, you've got a 90-day money back. You've got nothing to lose. It's actually free unless you love it after 90 days. You actually really need to start paying because you can't get your money back then. And I started using the products. I started using Amritose, 8 sugars, didn't know about the science. I was just like, man, if this stuff is doing this kind of stuff, man, I just need this stuff. Started using it. And guys, I can just say, I mean, just the products itself. If you sell these products, and even if I don't get a cent for these products, I will sell this for the rest of my life. I will tell people about this product for the rest of my life. In my first month, I just got incredible results. I could sleep better. I have more energy. I could focus. My recovery at rugby was enorm groot. And then in my first month, obviously, JP said, Peter, don't you know a few friends that would love to use the products as well? I said, of course, man. And then what got me excited was actually the business, because my first, I will never forget, we had like incentive where they will pay you, you can win an iPad. And the first check, I will never forget when I started sharing the products with people. I mean, people got serious results, like crazy results. And then the company gave me an iPad and I got my first check. That was something like 7,500 Rand. And then I actually started to think, listen, I'm playing rugby, but I can actually help people with their wellness. I can really change people's lives with a product. And it's not like, I need to sell people on the product. I can just share with people about the products. And man, then everything took off. I mean, I got really excited. 6 months down the line, I actually lost my income, my rugby contract. But then by that, we went to the labs. We were in Dallas, Texas. And yeah, that totally changed our lives. And we've been building this business probably full-time now for what, about 8 years. And we love it. So if you're on this call tonight, man, learn about the stuff. Just get onto the products, get busy with the business. It's awesome. And yeah, thank you so much, Japes, and to everyone, thanks so much for sharing with us. We appreciate you guys. Have a lucky evening. Bye.
Awesome, Peter. Thank you so much for sharing, man. I appreciate that. It was awesome. Yeah, I think, that's the nice thing about this. It's also something that, a couple can do together, and it's not something where just the husband has to do it or just the wife. It's really something, and you'll see very often it's something that really brings couples closer together, because obviously teamwork makes the dream work, as I say. So next up, I'm going to ask Gabby Bailey, who's an executive director. She has relocated all the way to the Netherlands. I can't even, towards the end of last year. So she's now based in the, I almost said the UK, in Europe, but basically in the Netherlands. So I've asked Gabby to share a little bit about, her experience with the product. She's a kinesiologist and a reflexologist. She's been in the health profession for a long time, and she's also seen some really incredible results in her practice while she was in South Africa. So Gabby, I'm gonna give you 10, 15 minutes just to quickly share with everyone. I'm sure everyone's very excited for what you have to say. So all over to you.
Hi, thanks JP, and hello everybody. JP, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share tonight. It really is such a pleasure and an honor. And I find working with Manatech one of the most exciting processes I've ever done. As JP mentioned, I'm a kinesiologist, a reflexologist, acupuncturist, and I have just started studying orthomolecular nutrition. So I'll be heading in that direction quite soon as well. And that's largely thanks to Manatech and my wanting to understand nutrition better. We've all heard that foods are medicine and medicine should be our food. And from a kinesiology perspective, that's where I come from very, very strongly. I'm not anti-Western medication at all. I absolutely believe it has its place. But I think it's abused and it's overused, and I think it's used a lot unnecessarily. I don't think people realize that actually your body knows what to do to heal itself when it's unwell. You cut yourself, your body has this innate wisdom where it knows what to do. You get a cold or a flu, your body, given that it's a healthy body, should heal itself. But a lot of us don't realize that we are possibly in a state of ill health. We're not feeding our bodies correctly. And really it does all come down to what you put into your body. I've listened often to Dr. Frikkie Strydom, who I believe is on the call tonight as well. And she made a very good point once. She said, when you eat something or you put something into your body, it's either going to heal you or it's going to harm you. There's no middle ground. And that doesn't just go to stuff that you put inside your body, it goes to stuff that you put onto your body, the air we breathe, the deodorants we use, the moisturizers we use, and then of course what we put into our body as well. We are bombarding it with unnatural, synthetic, unhealthy products every single day. And even when we try not to, the lead in our wall paint or the exhaust fumes that we breathe in when we're out walking in the road, not to scare people, but we need to be aware of how we are living in a world that is slowly deteriorating, and the more it does so, we need to feed our bodies properly. Supplementation is not a luxury, it is a necessity. There are a lot of people that are out there that believe that their diets that they're eating are giving them everything they need, and some people do. But you just need to look at the farming practices, early harvesting, the pesticides that's used on the products, like I said, the early harvesting, the long storage periods, the gases they use to prevent the fruit from ripening too soon, and then the gases that they use to ripen the fruit when they're ready to shelve it seasonally. So there's people who believe that they're getting everything that they need from their diets. I would encourage you to question that and look at it a little more deeply, and to consider supplementation. So from a kinesiologist's perspective, JP came to see me nearly 2 years ago, and he mentioned glyconutrients to me, and it was something I'd never heard of before. So I thought I'd look into it. I really wasn't interested in the business. I was very happy with my little practice, plodding along, charging an hourly rate or an appointment rate. And when he mentioned glyconutrition and glycans to me, I thought, well, this sounds interesting. I did a bit of research and I thought, well, let me try it. And I had amazing results. I was one of those people that thought I was healthy enough to get by, but you don't know what you don't know until there's a shift and a change. And I took the Ambritos capsules, and it took 2 weeks before I saw amazing changes in my energy levels, my gut health, just it was profound. So I started recommending it to the clients who I felt needed it, and it's been amazing. I haven't had one client who hasn't had an amazing result on it. I haven't had anybody return the product, ask for their 90-day money back, or kind of say, oh, no, it's not really working for me. At the very least, if somebody has said, yeah, no, I felt a little bit, but it hasn't been profound, the case then has often been, well, let's add another product or try another product. And the results have been there. My clients have been on the product as long as I, from day one. They haven't stopped. They're on their automatic orders. And the same goes for family and friends. It's a product that I can work with integrity. When you tell somebody that they're getting something, they're getting it. It's backed by science, which is so important with so many other supplements on the market that aren't backed by science, that don't do what they say that they do. You can really work with confidence with this product. Okay, so I think I'm going to share my screen because JP wants me to talk a little bit about product. So let me just quickly get that on, and then we can, there we go. And then we can go through that. Are you guys seeing anything? There. Are you guys, is everything good? I think if there's a problem, let me know. JP's going to go through the business part of this, but just leading on from what I was saying, working with confidence with a product. This Manatech was founded in 1994, which was over 25 years ago. So you're working with a product that is established in the business. It's not going anywhere. It's been here for long enough. It's had its ups and its downs, and it really is just on a fantastic growth trajectory at the moment. You would have seen in the video clip that you watched earlier, it's backed by science. It's got its patents. It's got its published reviews, medically published reviews, and there is a money back guarantee, which is also so important, because when you recommend something to somebody from your, just so that it sits well with you, if it doesn't work for them, you don't want them to be spending their money unnecessarily. You want them to get their money back if it doesn't work, but that doesn't happen often at all. So let me just minimize this a bit more so you can get the full screen. Okay, so Manatech's products are grouped into 4 separate groups. One is integrative health, which is just general health and well-being. You don't have to be working with someone that's ill. You want to be working with people who want to optimize their health. And so they would look at the integrative range. Targeted health is when there's specific issues, gut health, cardio health, joint health. Then you'd be looking at the targeted health pillar. There's weight loss and fitness, specific products for that, and skincare. What's very, very important is that these products, the products of the Manatech range, are NSF certified, which means that they are certified by the National Sanitation Foundation, which is an independent third-party testing standard and product certification that protects consumers by testing for harmful levels of contaminants and certifying that the supplements contain only the ingredients that are listed on the label and in the said quantities, and absolutely nothing else. There are just a handful of supplements on the market today that qualify for this certification. So many supplements out there have contaminants in them or impurities in them, and unless they have been certified by the NSF, you actually can't be sure that you're getting what it says on the label. It is considered to be the toughest testing standard in the world. And then it's also certified by the GMP, which is the Good Manufacturing Practice. So you kind of know that every step along the way of manufacturing this range of products, you can be assured of really, really good quality. There's 17 human clinical trials. And also in that clip, you would have seen that Manatech pioneered the route of glycans and glycobiology. So that's really what sets this company apart from any of the other really good, incredible supplement companies out there. It's unique, it's patented, no one can copy it. The range is you know, it's made up of a global scientific advisory board and scientists, and there are over, I think it's actually now over 140 patents that this product has had, this range has had. I'm going to take you through the few, there are about 5 or 6 products that I believe, you know, it's all of the products in this range are amazing, but these are called essentially the core 5 or core 6 products. And if you can get to the point that you're taking all of these, you will be checking all the boxes in terms of your health. The first one is the Ambrotose, and this is really the product rather that sets Manatech apart from anything else. This is your glycans in a stable form. No one else can make that claim. The way that they grow their aloe and the way that they extract their other glycans and stabilize them for packaging and storage and consumption is second to none. And like it says over here, it is all your important glycans that your body needs and requires from its diet in one scoop. Now, for those of you who are here for information purposes and that haven't heard much about glycans yet, glycans are hugely and vitally important in improving cell-to-cell communication in our bodies. If you have healthy cells that are communicating effectively and telling each other what to do and when to do it and how to do it and coordinating, you will have healthy cells, which means you'll have healthy tissues, which means you'll have healthy organs, and then you'll have a healthy body. So really, this is the one product that that underpins all the others. If you can take the Ambrotose with 1 or 2 of the others, you're doing a great job. Also, the approved claims that they can make is, apart from the cellular communication, is that it improves concentration, memory, cognitive function. It's brilliant for digestive system. I learned just recently, in fact, that the Ambrotose and the glycans specifically are they are actually a prebiotic, which is so important. And I'll get to that when we get onto the probiotic a little bit later. It improves mood and decreases irritability. And like I said, this is the one product that really did turn my head. It made a huge difference in my life, and I'm seeing with so many other people that I'm working with that it's making changes in their lives too. Then going on to the next one, which is the Phytomatrix. So out on the market, if you go to any store, you'll see supplements and multivitamins and multiminerals, and you'll have a vitamin A and a vitamin C and a vitamin B. What's really special about the Manatech range, I find, is that you get everything in terms of a multivitamin and a multimineral in one product. So you don't have to go and spend loads of money on 5 or 6 different products. You just get one. And the amazing thing with this is that it's in the right ratios and the right quantities. It's been backed by science. There's nothing synthetic. It's all natural, and all in one tub. So you take your 2 to 4 capsules a day, depending on which multivitamin. There is another multivitamin in the range called the Catalyst, which is also amazing. And if you are concerned that you might not be getting all your vitamins and all your minerals and amino acids in your daily diet, then you should absolutely be considering a Catalyst or a Phytomatrix. The next product is Plus. Now, Plus is one of the first products that that Manatech actually, I think it was the first product that Manatech actually produced. And it is what we call a gland food. It is not a hormone replacement. It doesn't put hormones into your body. It is a gland food. So basically, it gives your glands what they need in order to be healthy. Because if you have healthy glands, your body will produce the hormones as they should, without excess or deficiency. They are, again, no synthetic or synthetic plant hormones at all. Everything in here is natural. It's fantastic for mood, and also great for breast health, prostate health, bone, colon, immune health, and heart and general well-being. The next product, and I think this is possibly my favorite product in the entire range. If I had to whittle it down to one product that I would never stop taking, it would be this one. It's the Ambrotose AO. The AO stands for antioxidant. And like I said earlier, we are bombarded on a daily basis by toxins in everything that we put on our skin, to fumes that we inhale and foods that we eat. And it's not something that's going to go away, unfortunately. Now, these toxins cause oxidative stress in our body, and we want to be taking something that'll help our body eliminate these toxins. I don't want to go into too much detail because it can get quite confusing, but in short, Manatech have got a very unique way of testing the efficiency of this antioxidant, and it is the only antioxidant of its type on the planet. So it really is such a pleasure to be able to work with this one. It is considered the best antioxidant out there. Let me just check. I don't want to go into too much detail with that because it is confusing. But if you are somebody that works in the chemical environment, or if you eat a lot of processed food, or if you're a smoker, or if you're taking even a lot of medication, an antioxidant is something you should absolutely be looking at. Two final products, the omega-3. Now, this is critical for the health of our brains. The omega-3 and the vitamin D3. We get a lot of oils in our diets. Unfortunately, all those oils aren't the healthy oils. There are a lot of, processed and cooked and heated plant oils, which cause huge inflammation in our bodies. And the oils that we don't get enough of are the omega-3s. So these are the ones that you get from, walnuts and salmon. And we really should be eating those in high quantities. But again, we are not sure where our salmon comes from, or if it's been farmed or treated with antibiotics. So rest assured, the oils that you get in your omega-3 caplets here come from pristine waters. And what's also very important is that it's purely omega-3. There's no omega-6, and so what it does is it evens out the ratios of the oils that are required in our diets. So it's very, very balanced. And also with the added benefit of the vitamin D3, which is the sunshine vitamin, it really is a fantastic adjunct to our diet here. The GI Pro Balance. Now, this is something that's getting a lot of attention. Is gut health. You probably would have seen a lot of it in the last year. What's being discovered is how important our gut health is to our immune systems, and how important it is to our emotional health and mental health. And many people are saying it's our second brain. I, in fact, believe that it's actually our first brain. If your gut's not healthy, very little else in your body is going to be working. Now, this GI Pro Balance is amazing because not only is it a probiotic, it also has a prebiotic. And that's really important because once you've packaged your probiotic, those are live cultures, and those cultures need to be kept alive while they are being packaged and sitting on store and waiting for somebody to buy them. And that's where the prebiotic comes in. So the prebiotic is the food that feeds the probiotic and keeps it active before we can ingest it. And going back to the Ambritose, even if you're not taking a probiotic, the Ambritose is an extremely good prebiotic for the gut that the bacteria that already exists in your gut. So with those products, I think if you can take one of them, you'll be doing well. If you can take all 6 of them, you'll be doing extremely well. But certainly with these products, you will be checking all the boxes when it comes to taking better care and optimizing your health. And I think that's all from me for now. I think I might have gone over my 10 minutes. Sorry about that. So I'll hand over back to JP.
Awesome, Gabby. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. Okay, let me just quickly unpin your video. Okay, there we go. Okay, brilliant. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to just quickly share the QR code for those of you who want to scan in. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. I need to be sorry about that. It should work now. Okay. Okay, can all of you see the QR code? You should be seeing the QR code. I hope you can. I'm also just going to scan it in quickly. Okay, so for those of you who want to scan in just quickly, we've got about 10 minutes for me to finish this presentation. So it's 1864. It's for all the people that just want to scan in their code just to just on the D Team app, just to let everyone know that you're on. I will share this after the presentation again. So what I just want to share with everyone getting into the presentation, I'm just going to open up my screen here. Gabby, thank you so much. I think it was an awesome presentation. I've just checked in the comments, a lot of great comments about, you know, the presentation. So well done with that. I think it's always great to talk about the product, because we must never ever forget it's not just another product. We've got a life-changing product, and so many people out there obviously get such incredible results from the technology. So all of you should be able to see my screen. I did do a screen share. Okay, so you should be able to see. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make my remove my pin. Okay, so you should see the screen. Okay, great. So I just want to quickly, I mean, Gabby did share earlier a little bit about, the fact that Manatech, we've got the patents, we've got, the science, we've got a disruptive technology, we've got a 90-day money-back guarantee on our product. I think for me, probably the biggest thing for me getting involved with Manatech was the fact that it was a company that was legitimate, and Tash just alluded to the fact earlier as well. You don't want to put your credibility you have, and join a company and then it gets shut down, or people say it gets, it's a scam or it's a pyramid scheme. For me, it was very important that I was going to put time and effort into building a network marketing business, which is, already a different way of doing business. I want to make sure that if I do this, it's going to be around for the long term. So for me, I like the fact that Manatech had been in business when I started for, at that stage it was, more than 11, almost 14, 15 years. So we started in 1994. We're a public company. We listed on the NASDAQ stock exchange in 1999. So more than 22 years now, 21, 22 years, we've been a public company listed on the NASDAQ. I think it's just incredible. If you think about it, being a network marketing company. We do business in more than 25 different countries across the world, which gives you the opportunity to build a business in international markets, living here in South Africa with customers in other markets and also potential associates. And we're also a member of the Direct Selling Association, which is an independent body that looks at the ethics of you running your company. It's almost like the NSF that Gabby mentioned earlier, where they look at that you're doing things the right way, ethically. You've got a good product, you've got a fair compensation plan, and everything you're doing is above board. We're not only part of the Direct Selling Association globally, but also in a lot of markets, within in South Africa, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and so forth. But what I specifically want to talk to everyone this evening is a little bit about, how the business works. Now, the first thing is completely part-time. I think it's important to share that. You have low startup costs. Think about a conventional business. It costs you, it can cost you hundreds of thousands of rands, millions of rands to start your own business. Yeah, you get to start your own business for 600 rand, 700 rand. To start a business, I think it's just it's incredible. But there's also one of the challenges within the business we're involved in is that a lot of people don't see it that way. They see it as I spent 600 rand. If it doesn't work, it's not a big deal. The people that make a massive success are people that know that they've got to treat this like a proper business. So what they're putting into this is sweat equity. They're not putting financial capital in. What you're putting into this is sweat equity and a massive, obviously, reason to build it, So it's low startup cost, part-time. You can build international business. And I think also the nice thing about this, it's a turnkey business. So you don't have to develop a new product. You don't have to worry about distribution and, shipping and logistics and accounts receivable or payable or any of the other things you worry about in conventional business, or even office space, or setting up a website, or any of that. Everything's been done for you. You just have to go out there and talk to people about the product and the opportunity. One of the big questions people have is, where does the money come from? Well, where the money comes from is the fact that Manatech is a word of mouth marketing company, or a direct selling company, or you can also call it a direct buying company, because people are buying directly from the company. So what we do is 56% of the turnover goes towards research and development, and the 44% that's left over goes towards paying associates to go out and do the advertising and marketing for the company. So we are all the advertising and marketing department of the company. You'll never see Manatech on a billboard. It's not going to be sold in pharmacies. Don't believe what people tell you if you ever hear nonsense like that. We're a direct selling company, so it's not going to be on billboards. It's not going to be on radio. It's not going to be on television. You and I are the advertising and marketing department for the company. So just on to the next slide. Gabby's already mentioned that. So let's just quickly run through some of the basics. So for me, the first thing I just want to share with all of you is the fact that you know, there's two different ways of you becoming part of Manatic. The first would be by being a customer, as you'll see on the left-hand side of your screen. Now, as a customer, there's no joining fees. It's completely free. You get up to 20% loyalty points on your automatic orders, which means if you're using the product on a monthly basis, you're basically getting almost like you can get up to a 20% discount every month on your product. You get to buy the products for a wholesale price, which is awesome. And you can refer other people or other customers, at least as a customer, to the product, which means you even get more loyalty points. And in fact, you can earn up to 25% of whatever they order. So you can in fact get your product free as a customer. Now remember that, you know, between 80 and 90% of the people involved in Manatic are customers, which is really, really great for having a sustainable, solid business. So we don't constantly need new people to join because we've got so many customers that use the product every single month. Now, the next way you can obviously be a part of Manatic is by being an associate. And that's going to cost you a fee of 750 Rand for the first year. Thereafter, it's about 350 Rand per year as a renewal fee. You also earn up to 20% back on your automatic orders. You also get to buy the products wholesale. But now the nice thing about this is when you refer other customers or associates, you can actually earn commission. So we can actually pay you out, not in loyalty points, but you can actually pay out in cash. Now, there's 6 different ways that people earn commissions. The first would be what we call customer bonuses. And customer bonuses are there it's there as an incentive to attract new customers. So when you refer a new customer, you earn 25% on the first order that they place. When you and then on recurring orders, which means orders thereafter, it's anything from 10 to 15% you earn on recurring orders. So think about it like this. You know, the first month you have 5 people that buy the product, you earn 25% on their order. Now, if they've got an automatic order because they want the loyalty points of 20%, where they can build up to 20%, it means in months 2, 3, and 4, you're now earning between 10 and 15% on the recurring orders, but on all your new orders, you're earning 25% again, which I think is really, really awesome. So that's what we call the customer bonuses. And then also a first order bonus, which I mentioned as well, which would be the second way. Then the third way is what we call a mentor bonus, where it really incentivizes you to be a mentor to people you sign up personally to help them become, you know, a director and a silver director and a gold director and an executive director and so forth. Of course, you need level commissions, which is basically the levels. So the closer the volume is to you of your customers and obviously of your associate customers, your commissions are a lot higher compared to, you know, as it progresses further down into the level payout. So that's also, but not important to really understand all these things this evening. All you got to know is that there's lots of different ways of earning commission, and the person who invited you on the call this evening will obviously share with you how to do this. One of the most important things for me is what that is the 5th way of earning, which is leadership check match, because this is for developing other leaders, where you can earn up to 20% of what they earn. So think about like this: if you help someone earn 10,000 Rand, you earn 2,000 Rand. But it's so great because if you think about conventional business, the people don't always want to help you because they don't want you to be promoted before them. Whereas here, the people above you or the people that are working with you want you to do well, because by you doing well, they can also get a small percentage of that. But of course, they are there to teach you all the tips and tricks and go out there and go do meetings with you and do presentations with you. So that's a great way also to earn your commissions, is the leadership check match. And then, of course, there's what we call the global bonus pool, where Manatic takes all the commissions from globally, or actually 1% of all, 1.5% of global sales, and they share that as a pool amongst all the leaders that are at bronze, presidential, and above. So now on to the next slide. So we're going to run through this very, very quickly, just from a time point of view. We've got 1 minute to go through this. No, we won't do it in 1 minute. We'll do it in like 3 to 4 minutes. So basically, what's the first thing? The first thing is for you to get some customers on board and have at least 500 points worth of customers that buy the product. Now, once you get to 500 points, that's your personal customers, you're earning on that, you know, anything from 1,000 to about 1,500 Rand on your personal customer volume that you produce. The next thing we want to do is we want to get 2 associates that you personally enroll that also pay the 750, but they now build their customer base where they've each got 500 points each. Now they're earning anything between 1,000 and 1,500 a month on their personal customers. But for doing that, you are now called what we call the director. So there's only 3 people building the business, or these 3 associates, but your commission for doing that can be anything from about 750 Rand all the way up into 2,500 Rand every single month. So that's what we call director. The next step is to help, you first help 2 people. The next step is to help 4 people. If you can help 4 people each do 500 points in volume, then you are what we call a silver director. And for doing that, you're earning anything from about 1,500 Rand up to about 5,000 a month. Remember, the more you build your customer base, these checks can obviously be a lot bigger if you're personally enrolling customers, because your volume gets bigger. That, you know, remember I mentioned the 25% you get back on customer volume and also the recurring orders. So this can obviously be a lot more on that commission there, and that's specifically focused on your efforts of customers that you obviously get on board and that you obviously retain in the business. Now let's think about if you could help person 1, 2, and 3, and 4. This is on the top right-hand side of the screen. If you can help 4 people each go Silver Director, where they're earning an extra, let's call it 5,000 Rand a month. Of course, you've produced enough volume now for there to be more than 10,000 points in the business. And at that level over there, you call what we call a Silver Executive Director, and you're earning anything from about 10,000 to 20,000 Rand a month in residual income. Now, residual income is money that comes in every single month, whether you work or not, because of the sales you've done previously, and also on the leaders you've developed building your business. Now, if you could duplicate this again, and you could help your 4 associates each get to 10,000, 20,000 Rand a month, of course, you're going to then be a presidential director earning, you know, anything from 30, 40, 50, 60,000 Rand a month. And that's really an important level for a lot of people to get to, is presidential director level. So think about it like this. What you've done is you have got 2 people on board, then got 4 people on board, taught them each to do 500 points. And in fact, you know, and what you've done is once you've done it, you call the silver director. And what you've done is you've taught those 4 people to become silver directors, just like you have. And by doing that, you call the silver executive. Now you've got more than 10,000 points, earning 10 to 20,000 a month. If you duplicate that again by helping those 4 people that you've got on board to each become silver executive directors, you will then be a presidential director, which you'll have more than 40,000 points in your business, earning anything from 50 to 60,000 in a month. And imagine if you could duplicate that again, you'd be a silver presidential director. But of course, life doesn't work that way. It takes a little bit longer. And you'll see there's some levels like bronze and silver and gold and platinum and 1-star, 2-star, and beyond. So I think just in closing, what I do want to share is that the earnings or lifestyle indicator are not necessarily representative of what you may earn or achieve. Your individual earnings and lifestyle as an associate are strictly dependent on your respective area of skills and effort. Mannatech makes no guarantees of income. So we're not here to say to people, oh, just sign up, you're going to make money and you don't have to do anything. What we're saying to people is whatever volume that you produce, you will be paid commissions on the volume that you produce. So, so that for me, just in closing, I think something that's very, very important is to keep it simple. It doesn't have to be something that's complicated. You know, and if you're on the call this evening, remember this is just a 1-hour sort of quick introduction, is contact the person that invited you on the call this evening. If you've got questions, jot them down. We'll get them answered for you. The person that invited you will get those answers for you. Because I remember for me, 12, 13 years ago, I never got involved in Mannatech, you know, to be a $1 Million Club member or become a platinum presidential or any of those things. I got involved in Mannatech to earn extra income, actually to earn extra pocket money as a student. So I want to encourage you, if I wasn't willing to ask the questions, I probably wouldn't have got involved either. So I want to encourage you this evening, there's something that you're unsure about this, there's something that's bothering you, write it down and we'll gladly get an answer for you. Because really for me, this is really a company of hope, health, and opportunity. We really, really are out there to make a massive impact in people's lives because we've got this incredible product technology, as Gabby shared earlier. And we're sitting with an incredible leadership system where we can go out there and go and redevelop leaders. You know, just what I want to, just in closing, I just want to thank all of you for being on the call this evening. I just want to thank the people that are obviously working with me and helping me, which is Sylvan Prinsloo, who's a bronze presidential, and also to Louis Nyoni van Linde, my 2-star platinum presidentials. Because obviously, as you build your business, there are so many people out there that are willing to help you and support you, so you're not on your own. So thank you very much for being on the call this evening. I really, really appreciate it. What I am going to do is I will quickly share the screen again for the QR code for those of you that haven't scanned on. But I just want to wish all of you an incredible weekend. It's basically almost weekend. And I do want to mention, oh, by the way, Catalyst is back in stock. For those of you, I've got so many messages over the last month about Catalyst. It is back in stock, so back orders are being released, so you can order that again. And I'm sure Manabears will be back very, very soon as well, which is obviously one of our top selling products as well. So thank you very much, everyone. All the best and have a good evening, and chat to you soon.